recognized symbol of excellence in sports entertainment.
Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to another exciting edition of Gotmark76. This week, we have a huge show lined up for you today. Our main event will be the NWA World Heavyweight Champion, the Total Package Lex Luger, defending his World Heavyweight title against former champion Terry Funk. Stan, the Lariat Hansen, will take on Sgt. Slaughter. However, this is no ordinary match. The feud between these two men has escalated so high that this is an anything goes, loser leaves the AWA match. That's right, Stan Hansen and Sgt. Slaughter. At the end of today's program, one of those men will no longer be in the AWA. And new World Wrestling Federation champion, the Widowmaker, Barry Windham, in his very first title defense, takes on the challenge of Tito Santana. We begin today's show in world-class championship wrestling as the Simpson brothers, Sean and Steve, challenge the Fantastics for the world-class Tag Team Championship. Let's join that match in progress. So there you have it, Steve and Sean, the Simpson brothers, defeating the Fantastics for the World Class Tag Team Championship, and doing so in rather quick time. I'm not sure I can call that an upset, but the Steve and Sean Simpson tag team have arrived in World Class Championship Wrestling. If I'm the Fantastics, I'm looking to avenge that loss sooner rather than later. Just a few short weeks ago, Barry Windham, the Widowmaker, defeated Hulk Hogan in a no disqualification match to win the World Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Championship. Barry Windham gets no break, as he is set to defend his World Heavyweight title in his very first title defense against Tito Santana. Without further ado, let's head to Primetime Wrestling, where Barry Windham defends his newly won World Heavyweight title against Tito Santana.
And there he is, making his way to the ring. The challenger tonight, Tito Santana. And Tito Santana, a former Intercontinental Champion, a former Tag Team Champion, and a former Intercontinental Tag Team Champion, has never held the World Wrestling Federation Championship. He will look to do so tonight against one Widowmaker Barry Windham. And the fans have risen as the new World Wrestling Federation Champion Barry Windham makes his way to the ring. And he is sporting that brand new World Heavyweight Championship, as Bobby Heenan insisted that a man of the caliber of Barry Windham should have a new World Heavyweight Championship belt made. And he is debuting that belt here tonight on Primetime Wrestling. Now, conspicuous by his absence is one Bobby the Brain Heenan, and one would think that he may be in the back trying to cool things down with King Harley Race. And the referee calls for the bell, and away we go. And a big clothesline by Windham takes Santana down. And Windham now staying on top, but Santana fighting back with a big right hand. Has a front face lock, up and down with a suplex. And Santana is in control. Conspicuous by his absence is one Bobby the Brain Heenan. And we think he might be in the back trying to cool things down with Harley Race, who earlier tonight got into an altercation with the Macho Man Randy Savage, as Harley Race was preparing to challenge Ted DiBiase once again for the Intercontinental title. And we are told that we will have an Intercontinental title match this evening. We just don't know if it'll be Harley Race or Macho Man Savage challenging DiBiase, as Santana stays on top of Barry Windham. Santana has done nearly everything here in the World Wrestling Federation. The one title that has eluded him, he is now challenging for now, the World Heavyweight title. And a knee to the back, and Santana is looking good thus far in the early going of this contest. But Windham with a neck breaker takes Santana down. And now stomping away is Barry Windham. We are told that Hulk Hogan will get a rematch. So if Barry Windham is able to successfully defend the World Heavyweight title here against Tito Santana, we are told that in 2 weeks' time, live from the Philadelphia Spectrum, that Hulk Hogan will get his rematch against Barry Windham, get this, inside of a 15-foot high steel cage, as Santana throws Windham to the outside floor. Santana climbing the top rope. He leaps and nails a knee drop off the top rope. The referee is counting, and Windham's in trouble. We may have a new champion. Hulk Hogan may be challenging Tito Santana in 2 weeks' time. Back into the ring, goes for the cover. New champion crowns 1, 2, and a kick out of 2 by Windham. Santana with a knee to the side, and Windham is in trouble. Santana with a crucifix, pinning predicament 1, 2, and no, Windham kicks out. Windham reversing that maneuver and needs to get back on track or he will see that world title slip away. Santana with an uppercut. Throws Windham into the turnbuckle. He charges. Oh, but Windham moves out of the way. Santana in trouble now. Up on the shoulders. Windham drops Santana face first, Snake Eyes in the corner. And Windham now stomping away, a knee to the chest. And Santana now in trouble. And Windham picks up Santana. And they're going for the claw hold, but blocked. Blocked by Santana. And a Russian leg sweep takes Windham down. Santana feels it, an elbow drop. Will we have a new World Heavyweight Champion? Santana climbing the top rope. Windham moves out of the way. Santana misses the elbow. And Windham now throws Santana across the ring and nails a beautiful drop kick. Santana goes down. Into the turnbuckle goes Santana. Windham taking his time with a bulldog out of the corner. And now Windham setting up Santana. What's he have in mind? And there it is! The lariat takes Santana down. Goes for the cover. 1, 2, and 3. And the Widowmaker, Barry Windham, successfully defends the World Heavyweight title here against Tito Santana on Primetime Wrestling. What a back and forth match this was. I thought we had a new world champion crowned. Here are some highlights from earlier in the contest. And there's that crucifix pinning predicament. I thought it was over right there, but Windham kicked out at 2. Santana escaping the claw hold. But Santana would go up top and miss an elbow drop, which set up the lariat by Barry Windham. And your winner and still World Heavyweight Champion, the Widowmaker, Barry Windham. We have much more Gotmark76 this week. Don't go away. We'll be right back after this quick timeout.
So a back and forth contest, but Barry Windham able to successfully defend the World Heavyweight title against Tito Santana. You know what they say, that winning the World Heavyweight title in any profession is always very hard. However, to keep it is even harder. And Barry Windham will be finding out very shortly the number of contenders that will be challenging him for that World Wrestling Federation Championship. And of course, we found out during the contest that Hulk Hogan will get his rematch against Barry Windham. That match will take place live from the Philadelphia Spectrum in 2 weeks' time as they face off inside of a 15-foot high steel cage. Hulk Hogan getting his World Heavyweight title rematch in 2 weeks' time. Fans, the blood feud between Stan Hansen and Sergeant Slaughter has reached a fever high. However, the AWA will not be big enough for both of these men. That's right, these two men facing off in an anything goes, no holds barred match with the loser leaving the AWA. We will join that match in progress.
Goes Both of these men are fighting for their careers here in the AWA. Both have aspirations of being World Heavyweight Champion, but how can you do that if you're not in the promotion you're wrestling for? And this loser leave match is being currently controlled by Stan Hansen. But Slaughter fights back with a high knee lift, takes Hansen down. This match is being contested under no holds barred. If these men wanted to, they could grab a weapon around ringside. Up and over the top rope goes Stan Hansen to the floor, and Sergeant Slaughter follows him out. Slaughter with a big punch to the midsection, a knee and a kick to the chest, and Hansen's in trouble. You'll notice the referee is not counting. A pinfall or submission is the only way this match will end, and one of these two men will no longer be in the AWA after this contest. And Slaughter now regains control, drops an elbow across the chest of Stan Hansen. But Hansen firing back with a big left hand and rams the face of Sergeant Slaughter into the rampway. But a backdrop by Sarge takes Hansen up and over. They are fighting for their careers here, and we thank you for joining us. A big hip toss slam by Sergeant Slaughter takes Hansen down. And now Sarge rubbing the face of Stan Hansen into the entranceway. That is concrete, folks, and that has to hurt. And a series of elbow drops by Sergeant Slaughter, and Stan Hansen is in trouble. A fourth one. But Hansen throwing Sarge into the ring. Into the turnbuckle goes Slaughter. Moves out of the way with a kick to the midsection. Throws Sarge into the turnbuckle. Charging. Oh, but again, Sarge out of the way. Hansen in trouble. Slaughter looking to capitalize. Takes Hansen down. And now Sergeant Slaughter saluting the fans here in Minneapolis. And Hansen wisely rolls outside. But Slaughter follows him. They're on the outside floor. They've spent just as much of this match outside the ring as they have on the inside. And face first goes Sergeant Slaughter against the hard side of the ring apron. And folks, there is no give there. That hurts. And now Hansen ramming Slaughter head first into that hard side ring. Hansen dragging Slaughter over the steps, but Slaughter breaking free with a series of elbows to the midsection. Oh, and into the fans goes Stan Hansen. Hansen over the guardrail, but he's back over, he's charging, and Slaughter in the ring is met by a big punch to the midsection. Oh, and Hansen biting the forehead of Sergeant Slaughter. Hansen will do whatever it takes, a rake in the back. There are no rules. Oh, and a big right hand, and both men are down. Hansen staying on top, a big elbow to the head. Slaughter staggering against a rose ball, but slaps Hansen, exchanging blows back and forth. These men are showing how much they want to stay here in the AWA. Open a big knee by Slaughter, takes Hansen down. And a shoulder block takes Sarge down. A back and forth contest here on Superstars. And now Hansen allowing Sarge to get back to his feet. Oh, and he nails him with the lariat. That has to be it. Goes for the cover. Slaughter's leaving. 1, 2, and no! A kick out! A kick out! A kick out by Slaughter! Oh, Sergeant Slaughter was 1 count away from leaving the AWA! And Hansen is wondering what he has to do to put Sarge away! And Hansen now stomping away! And has a submission maneuver! Can Sarge fight out of it? He's trying to, but I don't think he has anywhere to go. Slaughter trying to fight out. And Hansen lets him out. I'm not quite sure I understand the logic there. A big right hand, and again, oh, a belly to back suplex. Up and over goes Slaughter. This has to be it. Goes for the cover. 1, 2, and no, a kick out. A kick out again. And Hansen setting him up for another lariat. If he hits it, this has to be over, and he does. And Slaughter, who put up an excellent fight, will be leaving the AWA. And there it is. Stan Hansen puts away Sergeant Slaughter, and the career of Sergeant Slaughter here in the AWA has come to an end. Here are some highlights from earlier in the contest. But it is dawning on me how the landscape here in the AWA will ever be the same again without America's hero, Sergeant Slaughter, to grace us with his presence.
Fans, I am in utter shock. Sergeant Slaughter getting pinned with not 1 but 2 Stan Hansen lariats, and Sergeant Slaughter is forced to leave the AWA. What will be next in store for Sergeant Slaughter? Will he show up in another promotion? We will need to wait to find out. But Stan Hansen just catapulted himself to the absolute top contendership alongside of Larry Zbyszko and Dr. D. David Schultz for Jerry the King Lawler's AWA World Heavyweight Title. Well, fans, it is time for our main event, as Terry Funk challenges the Total Package Lex Luger for the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. Now, we are only 2 weeks away from Halloween Havoc, and a match signed is the World Heavyweight Champion Lex Luger defending against Tully Blanchard. We've been informed that if Terry Funk wins the AWA World Title, he will defend the World Title against Tully Blanchard at Halloween Havoc. Now, of course, Terry Funk is a member of the J-Tex Corporation and also signed for Halloween Havoc in 2 weeks' time as a ladder match between Cactus Jack Manson and the Great Muta. If Cactus Jack wins that ladder match, then the J-Tex Corporation will disband. However, if the Great Muta wins that ladder match, then Cactus Jack is gone from the NWA for 90 days. A lot is on the line, but before we get to Halloween Havoc, we have a world title match now. Let's go head down to the Philadelphia Civic Center as Terry Funk challenges Lex Luger for the NWA World Heavyweight Title.
Event here on Gotmark76 this week as Terry Funk looks to recapture the NWA World Heavyweight Title as he challenges the Total Package Lex Luger. We are coming to you from beautiful Philadelphia, Pennsylvania at the Civic Center. And Terry Funk has made his way to the ring, waiting the entrance of the NWA World Heavyweight Champion. And the fans rise, and here comes the Total Package. And should Lex Luger escape this match with the World Heavyweight Championship, he has a date with Tully
Blanchard at Halloween Havoc on October 21st. And Terry Funk will do everything he can to make him be the one defending that title against Tully Blanchard. And the fans here in Philadelphia show their support to the World Heavyweight Champion as he enters the ring. That is what it's all about, the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. Referee calls the ball and away we go. And Luger charges Funk and takes him down. It's odd to see these two men going at it. When earlier this year, the month of February, they were allies. As the total package was challenging Nature Boy Ric Flair, he aligned himself with the J-Tex Corporation at Wrestle War. Fell short of defeating Ric Flair that night. But now Terry Funk finds himself in the challenger's role with Lex Luger as World Heavyweight Champion, and J-Tex Corporation may not be anymore after Halloween Havoc. A match has been signed, a ladder match, the first here in the National Wrestling Alliance, will take place between the Great Muta and the J-Tex Corporation must disband. If the Great Muta wins the match, then Cactus Jack must leave the NWA for 90 days. And Luger setting Funk up. Could it be the torture rack? He has it set up, and Funk is in the torture rack. Can he escape? Luger has it locked in. Funk trying to adjust his weight. Can he maintain it? Can Funk make it to the ropes? Oh, and Luger lets him out. I don't think that was a submission. It's not. Luger now going back to work with Funk. Work with the arm of Luger. I'm not quite sure what happened there, but Luger had the torture rack locked in. Maybe he didn't have it locked in good enough. And Funk was able to escape. I didn't quite see it from my vantage point here. But Funk now in control and working over the total package. With a DDT to Funk. Goes for the cover. Will Luger retain? Whoa! And a kick out on the line by Funk. So Luger now in control again over Terry Funk. Working the leg of the man from the double cross ranch. To the leg of Terry Funk, stomping away now in the head. Luger has had his hands full with the Four Horsemen. He defeated Arn Anderson at Clash of the Champions in September and has his sights set on Tully Blanchard and Halloween Havoc. But in order to get there, he needs to defeat Terry Funk first. And Luger with a series of big right hands on the forehead of Terry Funk. A big clothesline. Takes down Funk again. Luger. Oh, Luger going back to work with Funk netting with a big right hand, and we need to check that hand. That taped fist of Terry Funk seemed to have more of an effect on Luger than a typical right hand would have. And now Funk picks up Luger, throws him into the top turnbuckle, and charges with a clothesline from behind. And now Terry Funk can feel the NWA World Title coming back. He has had that title once before, and he is looking to recapture it. And that would be quite the feather in the cap of one Terry Funk. And now Funk with a series of right hands on the forehead of the total package. Luger's in trouble. And now Funk takes Luger down, and there it is! The step over toe hold! That is how he won the World Heavyweight Championship!
And Luger does not tap, but the damage may have already been done. Goes for the cover, 1, 2, and a kick out by Luger. Oh, I thought we had a new world champion there, as Terry Funk is sending up Luger. Could it be the power driver? If he nails it, it's all over. He has Luger up. And Spike with a power driver. New world champion. Funk dragging Luger to the center of the ring. Goes for the cover. Will we have a new champion? 1, 2, and no, Luger kicks out. Luger kicks out at the very last second. And Funk is not quite sure what he has to do to put the package away. But Luger is in a world of trouble. And it but he caught Funk that time. Big right hand has Funk up in the torture rack. Has it locked in? Will Funk submit this time? It's the second time for the torture rack. And that's it. Funk had nowhere to go. And Luger retains the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. Here are some highlights from earlier in the contest. A back and forth match. I thought that Funk had the match won when he nailed the pile driver. There's that first torture rack. Luger let him out for some. I think Funk's weight shifted and he got out of it, but he was unable to escape the second torture rack. And your winner and still World Heavyweight Champion, the total package, Lex Luger. Fans, we thank you so much for tuning in to Gotmark76 this week. But Lex Luger retains the World Heavyweight Championship and will defend that title on October 21st against Horseman member Tully Blanchard. Thank you so much for tuning in. And until next